My head. What the hell? Johansson. Novak. Novak, come in. Great. That's just great. It's the engineer's hibernation chamber. Looks like poor Johansson didn't make it. I should have a second look at him after I manage to open the chamber from the medical room.
Novak the pal. Come in.
Finally. This is Pal. I read you.
Listen, I'm injured. It's really bad.
What is it?
Man, it's bad. Just get to the cockpit as fast as you can.
Okay, hang in there. I'll be there in a minute. It controls the door. The hydraulics are under pressure. If I could release them somehow... It's empty. The panel doesn't have power. I need something to power it up. It's too dark there. I wouldn't see a thing. Looks like the hibernation chamber is leaking fluid. I'll have to check back here later to figure out what's wrong with the system. The door is held firmly closed by the hydraulics. I can't force it open. It's too dark up there. I wouldn't see a thing. It's stuck. The computer must have tried to close it according to the atmosphere containment protocol when we crash landed. I hope the hull is intact. I broke it open with the wrench and released the valve. Wow, that does look nasty.
Right. Listen, we need to get this rod out. The suit's medtech has sealed my wounds, so I'm alright for now. But you will have to patch up the holes in the suit after you've removed the rod. You'll need some glue for that, I guess.
I think we might have something in the cargo bay.
Hurry up, alright? And everything shut down after the crash. So I read it. Try to get the power back online and reboot the mainframe.
I'll get on it.
I'll monitor your progress on helmet cam. Radio me when you need help.
Thanks, Novak.
That's still captain to you.
Yeah, make me say it.
Just get to work.
Both consoles blew up. First Novak's, then mine. I got lucky, he didn't. I hope he makes it, though. I admit, I don't like him that much, but I don't want him to die either. I don't want to pull the rod out before I find something to seal the suit with. I should operate the other screen. The touch panel has no power. There's a small crack behind that bulkhead. It's an endless desert. Why do spaceships always crash land on desert planets? Why couldn't we have crash landed on a tropical beach planet? This control panel seems to be fine, except it doesn't have power. I don't want to damage it if possible. I need to use something with power in it. There's no terrain data. It's the main power conduit that channels power to the rest of the ship. It seems to be offline. It has a safety switch that shuts down the power going through it to prevent the user from getting electrocuted. The main panel got loose, and it activated the safety. Several cables seem to be loose. They must have been torn down when we crashed, and most of the conduits are fried. It's beyond repair. Johansson, our late engineer, used to use the top of these cabinets as a work desk. They're full of his stuff. The right engine is shot to hell. The middle engine looks fine from the outside, but you never know. We'll ultimately find out when we get off this rock. It's the main power. There, I've tightened the screws. Wait. That should have turned off the safety, and the conduit should be humming with power. I've screwed the It's too dark there. I wouldn't see a thing. The touch panel has no power. The panel is functioning perfectly, thanks to the batteries in the doll.
Maybe a good smack on the top of the power conduit box in engineering will help.
Initiating bootstrap of mainframe. Warning, main reactor offline. Currently operating on auxiliary power.
Finally. Nice job, pal. Computer, determine cause of course deviation.
Course compromised due to an extreme gravitational anomaly.
Specify source of anomaly.
Shockwave regression analysis places source of anomaly on the second planet of the Beta Cygni system.
Specify our current location.
Beta Cygni 2.
Wow, we're on Deadrock? The Deadrock?
Looks like it, yeah.
Well, that's just fantastic. Of all the inescapable places in the galaxy, we had to end up here.
I admit, it sounds pretty bad.
No, this is way worse than bad. We're on the one planet that no one's ever returned from. Even the UN has declared this place off limits.
Well, you're right, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Computer, damage report.
Main reactor offline. Engine 1 and 3 offline. Hibernation chambers 1 and 2 offline. Hibernation chamber 3 non-functional. Hull breaches detected in cockpit, medical room and cargo bay. Carbon dioxide concentration in ship exceeding toxic levels.
Wow, that's all?
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Yes, it is.
No, listen. We might have a chance to get out of here after all. We still have one engine intact, and the thrusters seem to be working too. But you need to see what's wrong with the hibernation system and seal those breaches. Go and check the CO2 filter in the med room. It hurts like hell when I try to move, so I'll just stay here. But I'll try to scan the planet's surface for life signs.
It's circulating the air and working the CO2 filter at the same time. I'll have to shut it off from the cockpit to get a look at the filter behind it. I should present it with something to analyze.
Opening hibernation chamber 3.
It's a status report on the hibernation chambers. It says there's a malfunction in one of them. If we can't fix the hibernation system, there's no point in even taking off. We wouldn't survive the voyage without hibernation, even if we go to the nearest starbase. It's supposed to be an examining table, but Johansen used it as an extension of the desk when he ran out of space while working on one of his experiments. But it's surprisingly tidy now. There's a syringe inside. That was pretty easy. This steel pipe is part of the O2 circulation system. I wouldn't do any damage if I removed it. I can see something inside the drain, but I can't reach it with my fingers. It's too deep down. The containers are blocking the way to the back of the cargo bay. They must have fallen down during the crash. I can't move them by hand. It's full of fine leather jackets. It's a universal adhesive that uses nanotechnology. This baby fills up holes and cracks like nothing else. The nanobots inside distribute the material so it's absolutely airtight after it is cured. I'll need something to carry it around in. No use climbing it. The upper walkway is blocked as well. It's the tube that supplies the chamber with the fluid and electricity. Maybe I should check it closer. I'll need a larger sample. That turned off the ventilator in the medical room. It's a status report on the hibernation chambers. It says
Analyzing sample. Please stand by. No living cells found in sample.
Did you get that, Novak?
Yeah, it looks like the digestion Must have been the extreme gravitational forces. We'll have to replace the fluid somehow.
Have you seen all the sand out there? I doubt there's anything living on this Deadrock. I think I get the name now.
That doesn't really help us, you know. But I've been able to scan the surface, and I found another vessel that has crashed. It's not too far.
Were they caught in the same crap we were?
How am I supposed to know? I don't even know why we crashed. I detected no life signs, so it must have been a while ago. Anyhow, you'll have to visit that other ship.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, I've been unable to jumpstart the reactor. There's just not enough juice. Plus the computer says that the plasma injector is fried in engine 2.
Damn, it looked like it was okay.
The good news is that the other ship is emitting a standard military distress call. So it's probably a military ship, which means compatible parts for us.
I never thought that one day I'd actually appreciate your enthusiasm for all things military.
See? Anyways, see if you can find some replacement for the hibernation fluid and a spare injector for the engine. And we'll need some extra power, so take that empty fuel cell from engineering with you, if you haven't already.
Is that all?
And get me a cheeseburger while you're at it.
Okay, pal out.
Large fries.
Pal out.
Diet Cola.
Knock it off, you stupid son of a...
I heard that.
I know. Now let me get to work. It's a small fracture on the ship's hull.
I think we have some nanoglue in the cargo bay. Go and get some.
That's a good idea, but parts of the glue gun are still missing, so it doesn't work yet. That's no use. I've opened Johansson's hibernation chamber. I've taken out the old filter. I'll have to find a replacement somehow, but I'm almost sure that I won't find a spare part on the ship. I might have to rig something together from what I do find. There's a small crack behind that bulkhead. I'll need something with good leverage to move these containers. I'll need something with good leverage to move these containers. It's the tube that supplies the chamber with the fluid and electricity. I've unscrewed the tube. There's an adapter piece underneath it. can see something inside the drain, but I can't reach it with my finger. That doesn't need fitting together. That doesn't need fitting together. Both consoles blew up. First Novax, then...
I think we have some nanoglue in the cargo bay. Go and get some.
I could carry some of the nanoglue around in that, but I need something I can use to apply the glue to an exact spot. There's not enough glue in the syringe to seal the breach. I'll save this and try patching the hole with a larger dose later. I managed to get the rod out and seal the suit, but I don't think he'll be able to move anytime soon. His suit's medhack needs to take care of his wounds again. I'll just leave him here to rest for now. Oh yeah, and I broke the syringe in the process. Sorry about that. I managed to get the rod. I moved the containers out of the way with the steel rod. The control panel that opens the rear loading door is acting up. The circuit must have been overloaded when I restored power to the ship. Maybe I can override it. I should use the control panel to open the door. There's a small crack behind that bulkhead. I can't use that to override the circuit. No use climbing it. The upper walkway is blocked as well. I should operate the other screen. I can't turn on the ventilator because I've taken out the CO2 filter. I'll need to find a replacement, then I can turn it back on.
Feel that drainage enhancement hibernation chamber with some liquid. I've done my share of analyzing for today. I've poured the beer down the drain. It's filled up, and now there's something floating in it. What a waste of a perfectly horrible can of beer.
The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly. The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly. The breach is already sealed. The breach is already sealed. The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly.
I think you have the materials to rig a replacement CO2 filter.
That won't make the mask airtight. I've taken out the old filter. The gas mask will serve as a temporary CO2 filter. I'll just have to turn the ventilation back on again. The readout says that the CO2 levels are starting to normalize throughout the ship. The ventilator is running again and filtering the air.
Once you've fixed the control panel in the cargo bay, you're ready to go.
I can't use that to override the circuit. I can't use that to override. I can't use that to over. I can't use that to override. I can't use that to override the. I have overridden the controls with the electric wires, and the control panel is now working. Open, says me.
This is Novak. I see you're about to go out into the desert. Now listen, try to take care of yourself. You're my only chance of getting off this planet alive.
I appreciate your honesty. Now, do you have anything to say, or did you just call to piss me off?
Just a recap of what we need. A full energy cell and a spare injector for the reactor, plus some sort of replacement for the nutritional fluid of the hibernation system.
I knew all that. You really do like to play captain, don't you?
I don't have to play it. I am the captain. Okay. I uploaded the coordinates of that other ship to your suit, plus some terrain data.
Okay, thanks. I'll get back to you when I have something. Pal out. It looks like the sand contains high concentrations of saltpeter. Pow to Novak.
Yes, what is it?
Are these coordinates right? I don't see a shipwreck here.
No, you're still several clicks off.
Oh, come on, man. Where am I then?
Hang on, I'll check the terrain data. It looks like there's a gorge that's several miles long. You'll have to get across it in order to reach that ship.
Can I go around?
Nah, that would take days. Try to find a path that's not too deep. Or build a bridge for all I care. Just get across.
Easy for you to say.
Just figure something out.
Will do. Pow out. There's a corpse on the ledge. Poor guy must have fallen down there when the bridge was destroyed. I can see a cargo container too. The bridge was torn down. I don't think I can use it to get down to the ledge. The remaining cable isn't long enough. I'm almost certain that this is not a naturally occurring phenomenon. They seem to be made out of some sort of smooth stone, stand about twice as tall as I do, and they look really creepy. Thank God they don't have eyes. The bridge was torn down. I don't think I can use it to get down to the ledge. The remaining cable isn't long enough. Why would I want to hide that there? It's a massive stone pillar. If my eyes don't deceive me, it's slightly taller than the distance between the two sides of the gorge. Several stones are loose at the bottom of it, on the side facing the gorge.
I know it sounds crazy, but can't you use that pillar at the gorge as a bridge? All you need to do is move the loose stones at the bottom of it. Blow it up for all I care.
Could work. I'll look into it. If I'm going to move this thing, I'll need more than simple tools. I don't want to mix it with that. It's too wide. I can't even jump it. I can't go there until I find a way to get across that gorge. Let's not bury things in the sand, okay? Let's not bury things in the sand, okay? Let's not bury things in... I don't want to mix it with that. I don't want to mix...
I'm no bomb expert, but you've got carbon in the filter, saltpeter in the sand, and sulfur in the insecticide. Mix those, and you've got yourself some gunpowder. Maybe you could use that to topple that stone pillar.
There's no oxygen in the atmosphere. I don't want to blow that up. I've placed the CO2 filter with the gunpowder in it at the base of the pillar, deep in the sand, and then packed it down with several large boulders. Wow, I must admit, I did not expect that to work. I can't go down until I have rope or something I can tie onto the free pylon. I wouldn't dare use the remains of the bridge. This one already has the remains of the bridge tied to it. Unfortunately, I can't go down to the ledge on this. Looks like someone tried to build a bridge here. It's unclear whether they succeeded before it was destroyed. The pylon's a bit loose, but I think it can hold my weight if I can use something thin to descend. Powder Novak, are you seeing this?
Yep, looks bad. It seems to have been ripped apart. It's possible they were caught in the same gravitational disturbance as we. But this looks like a Taurus-class cruiser, the big sister of our Morningstar.
Yeah, about that anomaly. Did you scan for it?
Yep, but the computer is unable to pinpoint its location. All we know it's somewhere on this planet, and we need to get rid of it to take off. Otherwise, we'd be doing this all over again.
Got it. I'll take a look around inside. Maybe I can find out what happened to these people. It must have been an attack cruiser, but this gun array is now useless. The ship was torn in half by the gravitational forces. It says Armstrong. It's a so-called micro-lock, works without electricity on a molecular level, very hard to hack. I'll need the original pass card to get in there. As I said, it gets in everywhere. Let's not bury things in the sand, okay? I don't want to go back there. It looks dangerous, what with the ship being torn in half and all. The door is stuck. I think it's the hydraulics again. That makes no... That may have worked on our ship, but this lock is damaged beyond repair. I need to take another shot at this with something more powerful. That shot has melted the control panel and the control mechanism behind it, but the door is still closed. I think I'll have to force it open. I don't want to damage the control panel any further. I managed to force the door open with the rod. Without the hydraulics holding it in place, it was relatively easy. This log... This log contains the coordinates of a camp in that canyon. This is where the plasma is injected into the engine. These couplings tend to jam, so I can't detach it by hand. I've removed the coupling. The plasma injector is still there. He has nothing more on him. The cable is tied firmly to the pylon. I can now rappel down, but the cable's only long enough to get me down to the ledge below. It's a large boulder. I can almost go around it to the back of the wall. I don't want to put that on the boulder. I don't want to put that on the boulder. The rod is too thick. It doesn't fit into the shovel head. He has nothing else on him. This log mentions a distress call that one of their crew sent out from a crater. That should put the source in this area. He has nothing else on him. Creepy as always. It's as if it were standing guard. But I'm sure that's just my imagination running wild. Its lid is all bent up and crooked. It looks like it took a shot or was dropped from up high. I can't open it by hand. It won't fit in the crack. I need something thinner. Nothing there. It's broken beyond repair. I have no use for it. He has nothing more on him. I have tied the rope around the boulder. I've got the rope in place, but it's still too dark down there. Let's not bury things in the sand, okay? That's still a huge area to cover on foot. I won't go there until I know exactly where the distress call is coming from.
See if you can locate that distress beacon which is mentioned in that Marine's log.
I don't want to wind the wire around that. That's still a huge area to cover on foot. I won't go there until I know exactly where the distress call is coming from. I don't want to shock that. I don't want to wind the wire around that. I don't want to frame that. That's funny. The damage doesn't look as bad from out here. Anyway, there's no point in going back there until I have a charged power cell, some hibernation fluid, and a spare plasma injector. Nothing there. He has nothing else on him.
See if you can locate that distress beacon which is mentioned in that Marine's log.
I have located a distress beacon at that small crater. There's hundreds of these things, and they're all facing that ledge. Okay, I'm officially declaring this the creepiest thing on the planet. For now. It's a massive steel door, and it's shut, of course. There's nothing else there. Man, this door is huge. Something tells me I'm gonna get answers in there. I don't want to go back there. It looks dangerous, what with the ship being torn in half and all. I can't fill up the flare's plasma tank. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to throw that into the other room. I have activated the plasma flare and have thrown it down over the edge. I hope there's enough light down there now. It's glowing nice and red. He has nothing more on him. Great. All the rope I want, now that I don't need it anymore.
Trying to scan the entrances at the crater.
That won't help me figure out what's inside. The scanner's not picking up anything from inside. Either there's nothing in there, or it's pretty well shielded. The scanner's picking up gravitational fluctuations from the other side of the door. I need to get inside to find out more. Okay, but let's find a detonator for the charge first. That doesn't need timing. I should be using this on something that can fly.
You should try getting through that huge door at the crater. I saw no external controls, so you might have to put a hole in it. A big one.
I don't want to wind the wire around that. I don't want to attach the wires to that. I don't want to attach the wires to that. I can't reload the rifle with that. That doesn't require the spare engine part or the plasma in it. I removed the servo controller, but everything else is busted. There's nothing else I can use here. These parts came from a metal structure or device. They have hardly any damage on them. That doesn't need gluing. I can't use that to replace the fuel cell's transformer. I don't want to locate that. I already know where it is. I've attached the armed detonator to the door and started the countdown, but I'd better go a bit further away before the blast. Novak, this is Pal. Do you read?
You're breaking up a bit, but I hear you.
I might be onto something. I found a large structure with a generator inside. It's huge, and it's making me feel dizzy. Something's wrong with the gravity in here. I think this might be the source of the anomaly, an immense gravity well or something.
I've been scanning the surface for hours, but I found nothing.
I think this is putting out a lot more than our sensors can handle.
Ah, I see now. This gravitational thing is confined like a tunnel, and both we and the Armstrong went through it. I think we might have skimmed it, but they got torn right in half. Listen, I'll plot a safe course and set up the autopilot to get us out of here.
Plot that course, and I'll get back to you as soon as I have the power cell plus the hibernation fluid. I'll disable this gravity generator just in case our tunnel theory is wrong. I hope these weird stoneheads won't mind. They look creepier and creepier. Actually, they look just like you, Novak.
Just shut up and get to work.
This is where the immense gravitational field is created. I guess it's heavily shielded, but I can still feel its vibration. I'll need to shut it down before we take off. It seems to be supplying the console with power. I think this is a status display. The bottom markings are identical to those on the power cable. It's 3 symbols, similar to those I've seen on the consoles. That's odd. Only one planet in this system? I wonder what these guys want with Earth. That's odd. Only one planet in this system? It's 3 symbols. Okay, that never happened before, and it creeped the hell out of me. It doesn't seem to notice me, and yes, still creepy as can be. This table and its lighting has a striking resemblance to an operating table. There's a blob floating in the storage cylinder. It's 3 symbols, similar to those I've seen on the consoles. This device looks almost identical to the one in the generator room, only this one is about 100 times smaller. The contents of each cylinder seem to be floating in midair, so this could be some sort of anti-gravity generator. It's 2 alien symbols. I think they show the status of the cylinder. This unit seems to be running. The symbols displayed on this unit look different from the other ones. The rest of the units seem to be running, but this one is switched off and it's empty. Holy crap, that looks like a human skeleton floating in there. It's 2 alien symbols. I think they show the status of the cylinder. This unit seems to be running. I can't get inside the cylinder with that. I think there's a force field, but there's no control panel here. Wow, there are hundreds of them. Each one holds a specimen of a different species. Looks like whoever owns this place likes to collect life forms from all over the galaxy. One more reason to get the hell out of here as soon as possible. I don't want to put that there. There's a blob floating in the storage cylinder. This table and its light.
Enter the code for the solar system and the code for off into the storage console.
Nothing. Nothing. I managed to turn off the power. The console is still on, so it must have a backup power source. This thing has a lot of power. Maybe I can store it somehow. I have turned off the gravity well. A crystal lowered itself from the generator. The crystal is hovering above the shiny dome. The machine must be still generating a smaller local gravity field to keep the crystal afloat. Anyway, this seems to be the heart of it all. I think I need to destroy the crystal to get rid of this gravity generator for good. Nothing. Nothing. The crystal is... I don't know what would happen, so I'd better not. I don't know what would happen, so I'd better not. Nothing. Nothing. The particle rifle has no power. That's not gonna destroy the crystal. Besides, I can't reach it. I need to take a shot at this with something else. That doesn't need gluing. That's not gonna destroy the crystal. I don't want to wind the wire around that. I don't want to attach the wires to that. That's not going to destroy the crystal.
Enter the code for the solar system and the code for off into the storage console.
I think I heard a cylinder go offline somewhere in the room, but I can't see it from here. Holy crap, that looks like a... It's a green goo that looks exactly like our hibernation fluid, only a lot thicker. It's 3 symbols, similar to those I've seen on the consoles. It doesn't seem to notice me. And yes, still creepy as can be. This table and its light.
Try to recharge the fuel cell using the energy in the cable in the generator room. You probably need to find out the code that stands for energy.
It seems to be supplying the console with power. That won't help me lower the energy output of the cable to an acceptable level. Good idea, but the fuel cell is broken. I need to install a replacement transformer in it first. Nothing. I wonder what these guys want with Earth. That storage cylinder is already on. A chamber just went offline in the back. I've had enough skeletons for one day, thank you. Besides, it looks like all his stuff is packed underneath him. There's a log entry on this card about a star system with a single planet. Admission time 0850.
Try to recharge the fuel cell using the energy in the cable.
The wires are too short. I can't wind them into a transformer. I don't want to attach the wire. Using the copper wire is a good idea, but I need to find some kind of frame so I can wind the wire around it and make a transformer. I don't want to transform the power in that thing. don't want to turn it on, I've almost got it disabled. The power's back on. I'd better turn off the power first. That's funny. The damage doesn't look as bad from out here. Anyway.
Disable the gravity generator.
Yes? What is it?
I think we've got a problem here. What did you just do?
I shut off the gravity generator. Why?
Sensors just picked up airborne objects. I think you pissed off someone or something in there. I think they sent out drones to do recon over the area.
How many are there?
I don't know, a few dozen.
Did they spot you? What's their trajectory?
I don't think they've located the ship. Thank God we're on auxiliary power. Otherwise they would be all over me by now. Hang on, I got visual. Yep, they're flying drones. They're ignoring the ship, so we're good for now. But I don't know how we're gonna take off with these things in the air. They don't look too friendly.
Well, they aren't. We've seen the damage they can do. Remember that camp?
Right, so now what? You can't even get back to the ship.
I don't know. Give me a few minutes. I'll try to figure something out.
Okay. It's a miracle they can't pinpoint my radio signal.
Just lay low. I'll call you soon. It doesn't seem to notice me. That wasn't here before. That wasn't here before. Novak, are you seeing this? The Stoneheads are the drones.
What? Then get out of there, quick!
Hang on. I don't think it wants to attack me. In fact, I don't think it can even see me.
Hey, then maybe none of them can detect you. You can walk back to the ship after all.
Sure. Would you take that bet?
No way.
Nor would I, so I'll have to find another way to get back.
And we have to figure out how to take off with all the drones in the air.
Right. I'll try to think of something. Pal out. The drones are all gone. It's a massive steel door. It's not safe to walk around in the open desert with all those drones out there. I'll have to find another way to get to our ship. I wonder if this is the planet that was mentioned in the log of the Armstrong's captain. Nothing. This table and its lighting.
Check out that panel in the star chart room.
I can't open it with my hands. It's screwed to the wall. I've opened the panel. It's way too deep. I won't even attempt to go down. It's an access panel. I can't get it open with my hands. That won't open it. It's some sort of circuit board. There's wires going into it. I've disconnected the wires, but the ventilator is still running. I guess this is just a monitoring circuit. I'll need to override it somehow to stop the ventilator. I've disconnected the wires, but the ventilator is still running. There's nothing I could stick in there that would make it stop. I'll have to find some other way to shut it down. There's nothing I could stick in.
Try to disable that ventilator and then crawl through the air duct. Maybe you'll discover something that will help you get back to our ship.
There's nothing. I can't use that to override the ventilator controls. I can't use that to. I've overridden the ventilator's controls with the drone's controller, but the ventilator is still running. It looks like the board has power now, but it needs to send the appropriate commands to the ventilator's systems. I guess I should program it somehow, but there's no buttons on it. I can't use that to override the vent. I don't want to attach. I've worked out which pins I need to bridge and have attached 2 wires to each one. Now I can send command codes to the ventilator's systems. I think the ventilator is stopping. Novak, check this out.
It looks like a hangar or a repair facility.
Probably. I don't think these drones are operational. I think I'm safe in here for now.
That's great, but sooner or later you need to get back here somehow.
Well, walking back is out of the question. I wish I could fly back to the ship like them.
Hang on. Maybe you can fly back.
Say what?
Well, this is a long shot, but can't you take one of those drones and fly back here?
Wait. Do what now?
How big are these things?
About 3 meters tall.
I think you could fit inside.
No, Novak, this is crazy.
No, it's perfect and elegant. You just mingle with the rest of them and fly straight here. It's the perfect disguise.
Okay, I admit it. It sounds good. But trust me, it looks a lot more difficult from where I'm standing.
Well, that's kind of your problem.
Appreciate the empathy.
Do you have a better idea?
Well, no.
Well then.
Okay, I'll see what I can come up with. Pal out. Looks like someone wanted to make sure nothing gets through this door. There's an entrance to a hidden room behind these heads. Looks like there's a few parts missing here. The weapons are useless. I think this is where the energy cell is supposed to go. I need that power for my ship. I'll have to find another source of energy. The controller is missing both of its memory modules. It's no use to me in this condition. Holy crap, this corpse is not human. It looks like it was stabbed to death. It's still warm, so it must have happened recently. Uh-oh, that means that whoever did this could still be around. Holy crap. Looks like people have been hiding out here for a while, long enough that they took the time to put together this bunk. It's a workstation with computer screens and all kinds of tools. I think someone was trying to figure out what these drones do and how they work. Looks like someone was running diagnostics on this unit. It's dry. There's a trail leading towards the exit, but then it suddenly stops. Looks like someone wanted to make sure nothing. It's welded shut. Boy, someone really wanted to make sure nothing gets through this door. I managed to separate the two wings of the door. I've installed the energy cell. It's held in place by nuts, so I can't remove it with that. I've removed the weapons to make room for myself in the drone. I've unwelded the two halves of the door, but it still won't open. I guess they're just stuck. I can't wedge it into the crack. Finally! I removed the servo controller, but everything else is busted. There's nothing else there. It's not safe to walk around in the open. graph displays electromagnetic radiation and power output versus time. Everything looks normal. Status display for power, weapons, flight control, and guidance. I don't need weapons, but I've got to bring the rest online before I can leave. The controller is missing both. Looks like there's a few parts missing here.
You'll need to fix that drone's flight controller.
That's not going to control the... That's not going to control the drone's servos. The controller is missing both of its memory modules. It's no use to me in this condition. I don't want to put that there. I don't want to put that. I don't want to run diagnostics on that. I should be using this on something that can fly. I'd better leave it alone. The energy cell is installed. I made some modifications, bridged the connections, and installed the servo controller. It's a mess, but it'll do the job. I hooked the makeshift scanner to the drone's systems. It's crude, but I think I'll be able to home in on our ship's location. This is where the weapons used to be. All the electronics are in place. The graph displays electromagnetic radiation and power output versus time. Everything looks normal. The graph displays electromagnetic radiation. We've got power, flight control, and guidance all online. It's not safe to walk around. I push the stone head outside on the trolley. Before I leave, I should scan that drone in the hidden room. Maybe I can find some kind of vulnerability that we can exploit after takeoff. I scan this drone, and if I'm reading this thing correctly, they are vulnerable to EM discharges. Novak!
What's up?
Look at this. This drone received a high-energy electromagnetic shock, and it knocked out its power supply. I think we can exploit this.
Hang on a second. Let me check something with the computer. Alright, I've got it. We can use one of the damaged engines on the Morningstar to create an EM pulse. The right engine still has some plasma in its buffer. Polarize it, and there's your EM pulse.
Okay, but how do we trigger it?
I haven't got that figured out yet. Anyway, you still need to get back here first, so we've still got time to think about that.
Well, alright. But let me know if you have something. Pal out. Novak, I'm back. Get ready for takeoff.
Hey, you made it. Are you alright?
I'm fine, but I might have alerted the drones to our presence by breaking formation, but I don't know for sure. Don't start up the engine until I'm done with everything. I'll detach the engine from the ship so we can eject it after takeoff. Does the ejection system work?
Luckily, yeah.
Alright, I'll repair the main engine, repair the reactor, check to see if the algae sample can be used in the hibernation system, and detach the right engine.
Sounds great.
See you soon on board. It's broken beyond repair. I have no use for it. It's empty.
Analysis of sample confirms positive match for hibernation fluid nutrients.
Did you hear that, Novak? We can use this stuff to recultivate the nutritional fluid in the hibernation system.
Sounds great. Keep at it. We're almost out of here.
need to cut the supports that hold the engine so we can eject and detonate it. That won't help me separate the engine from the ship's hull. I use the welding tool to separate the engine from its supports. Now it's ready to eject into space. I've installed the plasma injector. The engine is ready to fire. The engine doesn't need that part. It's beyond repair.
Prepare the main reactor.
The breach is sealed. Yeah?
I've compiled the flight control interface while you were working. But I still can't move, so you'll need to hook up a touchscreen in front of me, so I can fly the ship manually.
Yeah, about that. Still no idea how I'm gonna pull that off.
Oh, crap.
Now what?
The drones just changed course. They're closing in on us. Get to the cockpit and install that screen. We need to take off now.
I'm on my way. It's an endless desert. There.
Finally. Initiating launch.
Wait, what about the damaged engine?
We'll eject it as planned.
What's the point? There's no way to detonate it.
There's no time for this. They're coming. Worst case, the engine will distract them.
Well, it's a long shot, but, hang on, what if I take a shot at it once it's jettisoned?
Do whatever you want. I'm taking off.
Alright, I'm gonna get back to engineering. Try to keep it steady, will ya?
Fine, just go.
Alright, Novak, I'm ready. Hit it.
Finally! You son of a bitch. Throttling up.
me know when we're far enough to detonate.
I guarantee you it's not going to work.
Just give me a countdown, damn it.
Almost there. 3, 2, 1, mark.
I told you it would work, didn't I?
No, you told me you're going to give it a shot, and then...
Dude, I just saved our asses.
Did you just call me dude?
Aw, come on. Not with the captain crap again.
Crap!
Novak, you know what I like about you? Absolutely nothing. Now get me a cold beer.